Well, we just saw a superb shot from Curtis Static's door. This time he's pulling it away. That's another 4. Short ball and almost went for 6. Lovely pull shot there by Curtis Static's door. Orlando Smitten being taken to the cleaners here. It's going to be the captain, Joel Simmons, to take strike. It's Masters coming up against Easterns. This young Daniel moving in now to bowl to Simmons. Is flashing and missing outside the off stump, taken by Light Brown, who I think is captaining the team today. Certainly a new look Easterns team. Lots of the old guard not present. A lot of youngsters representing today. This time he's stroking it easily into the offside. They're off for the single. Door hustles home for the single safely. Door now in strike. And Daniel will move in now. Trundling run up bowls. He's slicing it into the offside. They're off for the run once more. The fielder rushes in. Can't control it on the run. Finally holds on to it. Gets it in, but they're home safely. Another sharp single taken. So Simmons back in strike. And Daniel moves in now to bowl. He's turning it into the onside. Again, it's going to be an easy single. And Carlin Smith Jr. races in. Can't prevent the run. 1 more to the total. Door it is. Daniel bowls. Door is punching it. This time the man at short mid wicket comes around. That looks like young pluck. Can't score. Door back in strike. Here goes Daniel. Moves in now to bowl. He's punching at that. Goes to the keeper and it will go all the way for 4 byes. Light Brown not negotiating on that occasion. And it goes through for 4 byes and will end the over. Now it's going to be Smitten and he'll be moving in now to bowl to Captain Joel Simmons. Here he goes. Smitten moves in now to bowl to Simmons. Short and turned into the onside. They're off and running. Might even think 2 here. Should be thinking 2. And they go back for it now. Even though they took the first run quite casually. Definitely it was a too easy for the takings there. Devon Manners has been removed from slip. Placed at mid-wicket, so there's no slip now. There's a 3rd man right on the boundary. Smitten races in now to bowl to Simmons. Simmons is getting a short ball, flashes, misses. Keeper doesn't really hold on to it, but stops it nonetheless, so they can't get the bye. Here goes Smitten. Moves in now to bowl to Simmons. Gets a Yorker length delivery. Jabs down on it. Plays it into the offside. Can't score. Smitten it is. Moves in now to bowl to Simmons. Pulls up. So Smitten will turn as he moves in now to bowl to Simmons. Bowls. He's on the back foot. Punches it into the offside. The man at back with a point comes in. Can't score. Smitten in now to bowl to Simmons. Again he pulls up, having a difficulty with his run up. Eastern's known for probably the most colourful uniform in the tournament. Moves in now to bowl short, and this time Simmons goes under it. Going for the snorter on that occasion. Simmons went down early. The wind picks up here at the Virgin grounds. Smitten moves in now to bowl short, and he's turning this one fine. The man at fine leg is in position. Picks up an easy single. That's Simmons. And that effectively ends another over. Simmons in strike to Daniel. He comes solidly forward. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. Here he goes once more. Daniel moves in now to bowl. Simmons is driving smoothly. The man at mid-off races across, stops it. 1 more to the total. So So Daniel it is, bowling slow medium pacers. Moves in now to bowl to Door. Door is getting this one, punches it into the offside, thinking of the single, but it's hustling to the fielder who stops it well, and they can't score. Here goes Daniel, that trundling run up bowls. He's on driving nicely. The man comes across, sliding effort there from young Pluck. Can't prevent the single. One more to the total. Trying to punch this one into the offside, gets it back up the strip to the bowler. Here goes Daniel, moves in now to bowl. Simmons on the front foot, just strokes it easily up to short extra cover. Manners stops it, that ends the over. Jones back into the attack, and he'll be bowling from the school end. He'll be bowling to Curtis Static's Door. Here he goes, races in now to bowl to Door. Bowls. Door is trying to flick it into the onside. Struck him on the pad, well outside the leg stump. Here he goes now. Races in now to bowl to Door. Bowls. Door is driving, and they're going for the single. Has to hustle. The man at mid-on races in. That looks like Hendrickson. Fumbles with it. Can't prevent the single. So Jones will move in now to bowl to the captain, Joel Simmons. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Simmons. Bowls. Gets a good delivery. Plays it. And the bowler a little careless there. Should have stopped that. Once it went past him, Simmons called through for the single, and they were through easily in the end. One more to the total. Jones it is from the school, and moves in now to bowl. Full toss down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. Jones a little lacking in control. First ball he bowled this morning was a beamer at Morton. He got it away for 4, but took it virtually out of his face. So here he goes once more. Jones it is. Races in now to bowl to Door. Door gets one outside the offside, punks it into the offside. The man on the deep extra cover boundary races in, and they'll only get a single. So one more to the total. Jones moves in now to bowl to Simmons. Simmons on drives. Picks out Hendrickson, who is a little closer in this time. And hesitation there from Simmons. Static's Door was exploring the possibility of a single. Simmons not interested. Jones it is. Moves in now from the school end. Races into bowl. Simmons is hitting it. It's a spanking shot. He deliberately lifted it over the head of the man at extra cover. Carl was leaping, but to no avail. Went over his head and raced down the hill into the boundary for 4. Daniel bowls to Door. Door is driving nicely down towards the man at mid-off. They get an easy single. Nice smooth looking shot on the front foot, driving sweetly down to mid-off for a single. Here he goes once more. Daniel, that bustling run up bowls. He's flicking it into the onside. Off and running. Pluck a little slow, get into it. And they get a single quite easily in the end. Nice little partnership developing here between these two, Door and Simmons. Door, who was bowled off a no ball by Smitten early in his innings, still there and cutting this one nicely. The man is racing across, but he won't stop it. It's gone for 4. Short ball outside the off stump, and he rocked back and slapped it away back with a point for 4. So Door will settle as Daniel will be preparing now to bowl. Daniel from the far end. That's the housing project end. Races in now to bowl to Door. He's driving smoothly, but the man at short extra stops it easily. That's Manners. Can't score. Looking at his bat, maybe wondering why didn't he travel a lot more quickly, but he'll settle once more. Door as Daniel with that bustling type of run up Moves in now to bowl to Door. Door gets a short ball, pulls it savagely. Gone the distance into the pavilion for 6. Oh, he dipped on that occasion. He doesn't have the pace to do that. It was too short. And Door rocked back, and he was wondering about his bat a while ago. Well, there's nothing wrong with that bat. It traveled and it went all the way into the pavilion, crashing into the pavilion. Beautifully played shot for 6 there by Door. So Daniel moves in now to bowl to Door. Slow ball. He's driving it, looking for the single. Simmons is not interested, and the return comes in. Slow ball, brave enough to bowl one, and well played by Door. That ends the over. Jones it is, preparing now to bowl to Simmons. Bowls, full toss. Simmons drives. The man is racing in though from deep. Oh, and misfields badly, and it goes through and to the boundary for 4. So Smitten was racing in, took his eye off the ball, and it went through him and to the boundary for 4. So it will be Jones once more. Would be feeling a little aggrieved about that as he races in now to bowl to Captain Simmons. Punches it into the offside. The man at deep extra against. This time he keeps his eye on it even though it bubbles slightly. And they'll only get 1 this time. Here he goes. Jones in to bowl to Door. Door gets one way down the leg side. Will be signaled wide. Again, seems not to be too much in control today, Jones. It's a very windy day too, and so maybe the wind is a factor, but he'll need to work out something and know where he wants to pitch the ball with the wind blowing so hard. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. Better delivery in the air, but it's going to fall well short of the fielder who races in. That's Smitten, gets a single, but he was in there for a long time that time. Door again looking at his bat. Nothing wrong with the bat tactics. Jones it is, races in now to bowl to Simmons. Simmons is driving. Carl comes across, bubbles with it, and they were thinking of the single. And Door turned back there by Simmons. Carl recovered pretty quickly in the end. So here's Jones moving in now to bowl to Simmons. Simmons is on driving, and the man at mid-on comes across. Hendrickson bubbles with it, but stops it effectively. They'll only get a single. Here goes once more. Races in now to bowl Jones. He's having a go at that. His Door looking for more width. It was more unstumped than I think he anticipated, and he tugged it into the inside. Can't score. Ends the over. Well, we have a change of bowling. It will be Carl who will be coming into the attack. Of course, Carl is one of the Jets players. Bowls medium pace. Sometimes when he gets it right, could prove a little difficult. He is on a length, on a line, and good bit of fielding there by Manners. Can't score. So here's Carl once more, moving in now to bowl. He's punching it into the offside. The man comes across, stops it nicely. Brilliant bit of work that. That looks like young Daniel stopping it beautifully on that occasion. Can't score. Another dot in the scorer's book. Here's Carl, moves in now, short, and he's turning it, wristing it into the onside. Here's Hendrickson coming across, picks it up, and gets the return in. 1 more to the total. So here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Door. Door is flashing at a wide delivery. Well, the umpire doesn't think so. So that one is allowed, true to the keeper. So Carl once more moves in now to bowl to Door. Door is punching this one off the edge down towards third man. Hendrickson comes across and stops it. And 1 more to the total. So that brings Simmons back into strike. Scal moves in now to bowl to Simmons. Slow ball beaten. Might have taken the edge. It has. He's gone. It was a beautifully bowled delivery. It was a slow ball. And once it landed, it made the away movement. Simmons was groping at it, took the edge, and well taken behind by Light Brown, who is going to do some bowling of his own, it would appear, because he's taken off the pads. And so they'll be having another keeper. And I think he's planning to have a bowl. Coming to the crease is Junior Duncan Mills. And behind the stumps now is Bolo. So Light Brown is in the outfield. Matter of fact, he's positioned down at deep extra cover on the boundary. So I think he'll be bowling the next over. Tugging this one into the onside. Well stopped there by, that looks like Jones. So Manners it is into the attack. So spin into the attack. Manners normally bowls a couple of wides and so on. Doesn't quite get it right all the time. Down the track comes Manners, hits it again up towards short mid-wicket, can't score. So I think over the last couple of years, looking at Manners, I think his batting has come on a long way. And maybe his bowling has dropped a little, but his batting definitely has come on a long way. He's certainly a super batsman. Bowling, maybe he started more as a bowler, but I think he has dropped off in that area, but he has certainly improved in his batting. So here goes now. Manners bowls, driving powerfully. There's Mills straight to the man at mid-on, and they can't score. But looking positive from the outset is Mills. Can pack a punch. Hits the ball pretty hard, I can tell you. As here goes once more. Manners from the school end. Ball loops it, and he's hitting it in the air. Dropped. Brilliant attempt though there by young Colin Smith Jr. He was diving away. Got both hands straight. I think Mills is thinking of a third. And it's not on though. He was really hustling there, Junior Mills. But there was Colin Smith Jr. I think that might be signaled by. So that's a bye. So it will be called to bowl now to the left-handed Junior Duncan Mills. So Mills will settle. Here's Carl. Moving in now, bustling run up, balls. He's hitting it in the air. The man is chasing after it, but I don't think. Yes, he takes it well. He takes it well. Mills showed from the outset that he wasn't out there to push around. He was being very positive, literally going after everything, and there he was having a swing at that. He went high in the air, and it looks like Smith running back and taking a good catch. So Carl strikes again, takes his second wicket. It's going to be Carl now. Moving in now to bowl to Rakesh. Bowls, turns it into the onside. They're thinking of the single. Man is quickly in, can't score. So has bowled impressively so far. Flicks it away. Wristy shot. The man is racing across and he just watches it into the boundary. Diving after the fact there, Daniel. He's gone for 4. I think he put in the dive after the ball would have crashed into the rope. Let's hope he hasn't damaged himself. Seems to be okay. Nice wristy shot that by Rakesh. Didn't really belt into it. He just wristed it away. So here he goes once more. It's going to be Carl. Rakesh looks around. He moves in now to bowl. He's pushing it hard back up the strip to the bowler, who stops it well. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Good delivery, but maybe not so good. It went wide. But it was pretty well pitched, but just a little off target. Through to the keeper. Wide signal by the umpire. Here goes Carl once more into a nice little spell. Slow ball. He's jumping into that one. Is Rakesh, but the ball was slow. Wasn't quite to the pitch, but he got it through to the mid wicket and got a single. Ends the over. Well, it's going to be Rakesh once more, and I'll tell you a little bit about this field setting as he's smashing it into the offside. The man is racing across. Hendrickson, can he stop it? He bubbles with it. They might be thinking two, but Tadic's door wasn't watching. For Rakesh, you need a man at Cow's Corner, and there's nobody at Cow's Corner. And that's what exactly happens when Rakesh is batting. I think it's a known secret, but none in place, and you know he's going to be landing the ball in that area shortly. But for the time being, it's Curtis Tadic's doing strike. He has batted well so far, and Manners it is who will be bowling. Here goes Manners, moves in now to bowls. He's tugging this one into the onside. The man at mid-wicket is racing across. He seems to be in control. Bubbles with it slightly. They go back easily for the second run. So 2 more to the total. Dragging it down on that occasion. Manners pulled away for 2. So his Manners once more moves in now to bowl to the full and wide, and might be signaled, will be signaled wide. Losing the script on that occasion. So here's Manners moving in now to bowl. Down the track comes Door. Swings into the onside. Doesn't time it well. They might be thinking 2. They're hustling, thinking of 2, but Rakesh is not interested. Well, what he's doing is that he's bowling it wide of Rakesh. So maybe that's why they don't have anybody at Cow's Corner, because he's trying to prevent him from tugging it into the onside. He's bowling it really wide of the offside. And so white signal by the umpire. So the plan not working really, and then they got an extra run. Make that 2 more to the total. Here goes Manners, moves in now. Down the track comes Door. Drives. Carl stops it well. Good stop on that occasion. Threatens to throw down the stumps. Door has to get back into his crease. Seems to be planning to charge Manners here. Does he come down again? Down the track he comes. Flicks it into the onside. The man at mid-wicket, he's deep on the boundary. He comes in and underarms his return. Only a single. So 1 more to the total. So let's see if Manners will be forced to bowl a little closer to the off stump. No. Yes, it does, and he swings high in the air, and it's going to land safely. He gets a good bounce, and they go back for 2. Door had to hustle home for the second run. It went high in the air. He was going in that general direction that he loves to hit them Cow's Corner, but he didn't time it well, and they got 2 nonetheless. So Door it is, taking strike now from... Oh, that's a bad shot. And the off stump moved. It wasn't short enough for the pull shot. Door was pulling away. And I think Carl can't believe the off stump actually moved, I would imagine, because that looked as if it was hitting the off stump. And somehow the off stump got out of the way and went through the keeper, went for 4. I think the keeper would have assumed that he would have hit the off stump as well. Definitely should not have played that shot. It was a poor pick on that occasion by Door. It wasn't short enough for the shot. Should have been on the front foot. Here goes once more. Moves in now to bowl to Door. Door is swinging and beating. This time the leg stump moved. This time the leg stump moved because Door was swinging across that one. It was well pitched, well lined, and it just shaved the leg stump. Door seems to be maybe a little fed up of batting now. Let's go. Let's see what happens here now. Carl. Good line, good length. This time he's playing it in the orthodox fashion. Nice and smooth. Driving it up to short extra. Can't score. Good balls. Deserve to be played well. That was a good delivery. Carl settling into a good line and length here. Balls. Good delivery again, but swung away. The man at Square leg comes across, can't stop it, gone for 4. I think it wasn't a bad ball, but I think that Dore would have made up his mind early that he was going to heave, and he heaved into it. Got good solid bat onto it, and he raced away for 4. But it wasn't a bad delivery at all. So definitely bowling a pretty good spell here, Carl. As he moves in now to bowl, misses his run up, and will go back to his mark. He's a big man, powerfully built, and it would take some energy to go all the way back. It's not a long run by any stretch of the imagination, though. As he moves in now to bowl to Dore. Full toss, he's driving, but picks out the man at short extra cover, Captain Light Brown, and would be disappointed with that. Curtis Dore looks at the bat, spanks the bat, says, "Bat, why did you do me that?" But it's not the bat's fault on that occasion. As he moves in once more, here he goes. Carl bowls, he's short this time, pulls it away. There's nobody deep at mid-wicket. Smitten comes across, does a bit of football, pulls it in with his boot, and they go back for 2, and well stopped there by Bolo. And so 2 more to the total. That ends a very eventful over. Manners in an extended spell, bowls to the left-handed Rakesh, tucks it down towards Carlon Smitten at long on, and gets a single. So that will bring Dore back into strike. Here's Manners moving in now to bowl. He's sweeping at that, comes off the pad. It will be a leg by. So Carlon Smitten has gone a little wide at long on, but still not wide enough for the shot that Rakesh loves to play. He's going to play to his left if he latches on. Wide of the off, some slaps it down the ground. That's a lovely shot. Oh, Hendrickson got across and got his body in the way and stopped it. You'll have to say it was a good save. Putting his body on the line on that occasion, Hendrickson. Manners moves in now to bowl. Dore is swinging into that. Where's Hendrickson? Is he going to take this catch? He takes the catch. He's gone. Curtis Static Dore holds out at long on with Hendrickson running around to take the catch with both hands. And so Dore goes. Sterling Marshall it is in strike. Gets a wide delivery. They're going. That's a possible run out here. Throw it to the wrong end. Definitely threw it to the wrong end. Carlon Smitten Jr. screaming obstruction. Obviously not deliberate there by Rakesh, but a little bit of a hiccup there as Marshall will settle. Manners bowls. He's swinging into that is Marshall. They should get 1. Marshall is not the fastest between the creases, only when he wants to. Generally not. But he can gallop if his wicket is at stake. You'll see him gallop, Marshall. So it's going to be Manners. Moves in out to bowl to Rakesh. That's the shot. That's the shot. Nobody's going to take that. That's gone the distance. That's the shot. Heave-ho. Rakesh gone for 6. Latching on to it and heaving it over mid-wicket for 6. The much expected change with Light Brown after getting rid of the pads definitely showed the indication that he was going to bowl. Well, he's into the attack now. Moves in flat and fast. He's slapping this one is Marshall. Has it gone the distance? I think it has. Well, I don't know. I think there was one fielder hitting it to another, so he didn't quite go. Only a single. But it was in there for a long time. Marshall looking disappointed. Looking at the bat now and giving some excuse. He's famous for that. He's going to blame the bat. And but when the same bat hits the 6, he's going to compliment the bat. So it's going to be Light brown now to bowl to Rakesh. Rakesh sweeps at that, goes past the keeper. I don't know if he got a touch on it. Across comes Hendrickson. Let's see if there's a signal. There's no signal, so a little bit of bat on that. And one more to the total brings Marshall back into strike. You get the impression something is going to give here. It's light brown ball, flattened. Marshall's in the air once more. The man at long off is coming in. The man at long off takes the catch. Marshall goes. Looks at the bat again. Seems as if the bat has disappointed him on this occasion. Guess he's going to buy a new one. So it's going to be light brown to bowl to Laborde. And he bowls to Laborde. Laborde is beaten, struck on the pad. Now Laborde certainly became a little famous in his last outing against when the visiting US Masters team was here. I'll get back to that. As light brown moves in flat and fast. He's punching at it, beats him and beats the keeper. They'll get a bye. Let's see what the signal will be. Well, it would appear as if it took the bat because there's no signal from the umpire. So it's going to be Brown once more, this time to bowl to Rakesh. Bowls. He's pushing it into the offside, off and running. Gentle push on that occasion. So Laborde had to bowl in the finals against St. Kitts. He had to bowl 1 over, and St. Kitts needed 4 runs, and they only got 2, and Laborde picked up a wicket, and there was a run out in that dramatic over as well. So it was a super over bowl by Laborde to save the game for Nevis and win the game for Nevis, actually. So apparently this is over number 17 of 18. Swings into the onside. Good effort there by light brown, diving away to his right. And can't score. Nice piece of fielding that. Here goes once more. Manners ball down the track he comes. Swings it. It's coming towards us. Can it clear? Well, I'm not sure if it went over. Signal 4 by the umpire. But it was a great effort. Great effort by Carlon Smitten. Realized he was going over the rope and released the ball, but he would have already touched the rope. Down the track he goes, swings it towards that corner area. He's racing across. Brilliant effort once more, knocking him over, but they go back for 2. And so if the field is placed for Rakesh, he would be right in that area there. He wouldn't have to be running all the way down there. But they still haven't picked up what's going on. There you go, down the track. He's swinging at that, struck on the pad, premeditated and all. Way down the track he was, Rakesh, and swinging, missing. So, overs running out. And Rakesh intent on swinging big. He swings again. Brilliant effort, dropped. Got it in the hand, but just couldn't hold on. It was powerfully struck. And now he's in pain. Good effort that by light brown, but it was hit hard. Laborde is bowled. It certainly was a bad shot by Laborde. He seemed as if he didn't know if he wanted to go forward or back, and eventually just had a wild swing at it, and he picked out his middle stump. So Laborde bowled for a duck. Over number 18 of 18. It's going to be light brown. Bowls to Rakesh. Swings it into the onside. Daniel dives across. Knocks it down. Hendrickson goes. They're thinking of the second, but he's not on. So that would bring Fabian Cranston into strike. So Fabian it is. Will settle over his bat. Number 14 on his back as light brown moves in now to balls flat and fast. He's swinging onto that one. He latched onto it well. It's gone the distance. It's gone for 4. First ball up. A little bit of width there for him. He rocked back on the back foot and he tugged it over mid wicket for 4. Lovely start to his innings there, Cranston. So settles once more as Brown moves in now to bowl. He's flashing and missing. He really whacked at that hard. White signal by the umpire. So Brown losing the script here. Final over. Pressure on him as he moves in now to bowl to Fabian. Fabian is getting one, which he makes into a Yorker like delivery there. Going for the run, and Light Brown didn't release the ball. I think he should have. There's a man down at long off, and at least he would have backed up. He had a chance to run out Cranston. He was looking for somebody closer. Here he goes now to bowl to Rakesh. Flat, and Rakesh stumps it down the ground. The man at long off races across. They're thinking two. There's no bubble though, so they'd only get one. They might be thinking two now, but backed up by the keeper. So Brown trying to bowl flat and fast and not really on the proper line and length. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Cranston is thumping it down the track. The bowler gets in the way. Stops it. Can't score. So I think this could be the final delivery here. Cranston would want to put it out of the park. Here goes Light Brown with other ideas. He's swinging in the air. It's going to land safely. It's going to go towards the square leg boundary. One bounce into the boundary for 4. What a way to end the innings. Lovely heave there by Cranston. Gone for 4. And we'll be back when the next inning starts. Well, we have another very important fixture, and it's going to be Empire coming up against Highlights. Could be a very interesting encounter, this. First ball wide by Kimani Nisbet. So it's Nisbet races in now to bowl to Brown. It is, pushes it down towards mid-on. Tiger Brown comes into view, and they're off the mark. Off and running Highlights. Here's Nisbet races in now to bowl to Adrian Williams. Turns it nicely down towards the man at long leg, and they'll pick up an easy single. Nisbet steams in now to bowl to Brown, and Adrian Williams almost overcommitting there. Well stopped at mid-wicket. Has to go back, he does. That's one thing about uniforms. Some of these youngsters would have played in the match prior to this one, and all they've done is shifted uniforms, changed uniforms. They're playing another game. Here he goes, bowls, that's a wide. Off target once more. Nisbet will want to get his radar corrected. Moves in now to bowl. Turns it uppishly into the onside, but away from Carlon Smitten Jr., who races away towards backward of square region, picks it up. They get two quite easily in the end. So Nisbet just a little too straight so far, and a little bit too predictable as well. We're moving now to bowl to Light Brown. He bowls. Brown is driving. It was in the air for a little bit. The man was diving away. Manners, that extra cover, it dropped well short of him though. But it was in the air for a good while, and they didn't get a run. Here goes once more. Nisbet moves in now to bowl. He's driving. The man at square leg comes across quickly. That's Carlon Smitten, and picks it up, gets a return in, can't prevent the single. One more to the total. So, new bowler from the far end bowls. Yorker length delivery, chose him over as he dug it out, falling over in the process. Toe grinder that. Well bowled. Moves in once more to bowl. Short, he's pulling this one. Down the hill it goes, that's four. True square leg. Once it passed the man at square leg, it was racing down the hill. Gone for four. Here he goes once more. Moves in now to bowl. Wide delivery. Taken by the keeper. So, after a slight pause, the action resumes. Stopped by the, well, it seems to be a distraction from the pavilion. So, the action resumes as moves in now to bowl to Brown. Brown is punching this one. That's a lovely shot off the front foot. It was back of a length, and he was on the front foot and punching it wide of the man at mid-wicket for four. Lovely shot, that. Settles over his bat once more. Nice compact stance as the bowler moves in now to bowl short, and this time he's solidly in line, showing him the maker's mark. Settles once more. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl to Light Brown. Brown's pushing and running, definitely deciding early that that was the call, and he was running on the shot. Nicely taken single, that. Playing with soft hands. So Adrian Williams, who doesn't mince matters, he loves to bash a cricket ball. Settles over his bat now. Here he goes, bowls, he's driving into the offside. The man comes across from mid-off, tumbles over, pulls it in, and they get one. And that ends the over. It's going to be Kimani Nisbet, and he'll be bowling to Adrian. No, that's Light Brown. So light brown in strike. Nesbitt making some adjustments to his field. See, races in now to bowl to Brown. Brown is turning at this, comes off the pad, they're off for the leg by. Not backed up at all, and they go back for the second. A little bit of a hesitation, but they finally got home. And I think that's leg buys. I don't know if it was signaled or maybe Marshall is indicating that there was some batting that. Nesbitt steams in now to bowl to Brown. Bowls. Brown is pushing it into the offside. Off and running. Fielder comes across. Stops it nicely. Can't prevent the single. Nesbitt steams in once more to bowl to Williams. Williams looks as if he was winding up for the big shot. Didn't have the room and then just pushed it back up the strip. Went past the bowler but nicely backed up. So here goes Williams in strike. Bowled him! Beautiful delivery. Left him flat-footed. He was stranded in his crease looking for width. Didn't get any at all. Full pitch delivery, away movement, picked out the off stump. Beautifully bowled delivery. So Clark comes to the crease. Stroke maker. Very good batsman. I've seen him play some stunning innings. Here goes. He's getting a Yorker length delivery. Digs it out and maybe was out of his crease. If the bowler had released that ball, he could have been in problems. Here he goes now. Moves in to bowl. He's on the back foot, punches it up into the offside, can't score. Moves in now to bowl. He's quietly, solidly in line, pushes it into the offside. Settles over his bat once more. See, moves in now to bowl. He's turning it. I think a bit of bat into it and maybe some pad. Let's see, no pad, no bat. It's a leg by. Rakesh, who had a very good game in the previous game, playing for Masters, now playing for Empire. Well, moving now to bowl to Clark. On drives down towards the man at long on, Tiger Brown. Just gets a single. Rakesh, a whippy, flat kind of trajectory. Moves in now to bowl, this time to light brown. Here he goes, moves in now to bowl. Brown is jabbing down on that, making it into a Yorker length delivery. Just jabbing down on it. So Rakesh moves in once more to bowl to Brown. Brown is driving back up the strip to the bowler. Just pushing it gently, really, not slamming into it. Maybe get into the pitch of a delivery like that. You go big, good carry. He's on driving this time, whipping it away from Tiger Brown into the boundary at mid on, long on actually for 4. Lovely shot. Rakesh bowls. He's pushing it. He looks as if he was looking for the big shot, then changed his mind and just pushed it back up the strip to the bowler. Maybe saying I wasn't quite to the pitch of that one. As here goes once more. Rakesh moves in now to bowl. This time he's solidly, quietly forward. Pushes it up to Captain Adelvin Phillip in the offside. Ends the over. Clark will settle now. See, races in now to bowl. Goes for the Yorker. Drives nicely up towards mid-off. And can prevent the single. One more to the total. Moves in now. This time to bowl to light brown. Pulls out of the run-up. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl. Turns it away. Down the hill it goes. I think it will run away. Runs into the boundary now for 4. He just had to touch it, really. Was full on his legs. A nice touch shot that by Light Brown. He's scoring in boundaries. Lovely shot that for 4. Here he goes. Moves in now to bowl to Brown. This time straighter. Plays it back up the strip to the bowler. You get the impression as if Brown is thinking that he should have gone through with the shot and go aerial. Let's see if he comes back in that area. What will he do? Here he goes. He bowls short and he's pulling at that, and that almost took off his helmet. And Clark charged through for the single while the keeper was still fighting to control the ball. But that was a good snorter, and by the time Brown completed the pull shot, it had fizzed past his nose, really. And I think Clark might just have a quick word with him. No. Here he goes, moving in now to bowl to Clark. Turns it uppishly into the onside, down towards the man on the deep square leg boundary, and they'll get 1. Driving is Brown, picks out the man at point, can't score. So it's going to be Rakesh now to bowl to Clark. Left arm bowling pretty flat, but much well. He's driving up towards speedy looking at Delvin Phillip. So he's bowling pretty accurately though, but nice flat deliveries, not looping anything. So he goes, moves in once more to bowl to Clark, gets it full, drives nicely down towards long off, and this bit in attendance, only a single. Right away, it seems as if Clark is having some issues with his bat. Needs a change of bat. Meantime, the game continues. Moves in now to bowl. Tugging this one. Finds Prentice at short mid wicket, can't score. Here's Rakesh, bowls to Brown, poorly line delivery, swings it away. Man at the backward of square position stops it, single. So it's going to be Rakesh once more. So here is Rakesh. Moving in now to bowl to Clark. Clark is beaten, struck on the pad. Marshall must have had a close look at that one. Shook his head vigorously, indicating not out. Rakesh moves in once more, bowls to Clark. Clark is driving smoothly. Delvin Phillip throws himself, can't pull it in, goes down to long off. Single is on. Ends the over, very quickly bowled too. Tiwan Prentice into the attack, and he reverse swings it away for 4. Wound up for that shot early and swung it away for 4. 37 for the loss of 1. We're into over number 8. So the bowler now will have to try to outthink Clark. There hasn't been any field changes. As Prentice moves in now to bowl. This time he's pushing and running, quietly pushing it into the offside. Off for the run, well taken. So it's going to be Prentice once more. Moved in. He's whipping it nicely down towards long on. And they'll pick up a single. 1 more to the total. So it's going to be Prentice once more. Moving in now to bowl to Clark. Here goes, bowls. Clark is pushing it into the offside. Again, they're off and running. He's a single. 1 more to the total. So that brings light brown into strike. Here's Prentice moving in now to bowl. Brown is on the back foot and they're off and running. The fielders left nonplussed, really. I think Rakesh was looking at Manners. Manners was looking at Rakesh. And none of them really raced towards the ball. They were off for the single. Clark calling for it. So Prentice will move in now to bowl to Clark. Will he be brave enough to do another reverse? Here he goes. Full toss. My goodness, that should have been put away. Will it be a no ball for height? No indication from the square leg umpire. It was a rank full toss, and that ends the over. And that's the way we're going to leave it from the VOJ grounds.